Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about a book, and we are here for a book review. And today we're going to talk about The Haunted Vagina by Carlton Mellick the third. This is my third Mellick read, having done Sweet Story and the one that has the long title that talks about every time. I think it's something like every time we meet at Dairy Queen, your fucking face explodes. And those are the two that I have done. So this is my third. Man, it's probably, I don't know. They've all been in the 3-star range for me. Like, I like them. I mean, I dig the creativity. But I mean, I don't love them. Like if these were 200-page books, I don't know, but they're enjoyable. They're palate cleansers. I mean, they're page turners. I mean, if you pick something up and you at no point think about putting it down and you're kind of enjoying the creativity of it, I don't know. I mean, for me, they've all been around 3 stars. I think maybe like the Dairy Queen one is still my favorite. This might have slipped in between Sweet Story and that one. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that, but it's a 3-star book. Um, yeah, yeah. One thing I'll say is that the cover, man, the cover is a lot, and a lot of his are that way. Some of them are not though. Like some of them are more like I don't know, like cute little cartoon character girls on the cover, and then some of them are, I don't know, is sexy the right word? Is that what we're looking for? I'm not a prude, but I don't know. These Carlton Mellick books sometimes they come pretty damn near close to making me blush. I think. So this one is about what it says it's about. Let's read a little synopsis and we'll go from there. It's difficult to love a woman whose vagina is a gateway to the world of the dead. Steve is madly in love with his eccentric girlfriend Stacy. Unfortunately, their sex life has been suffering as of late because Steve is worried about the odd noises that have been coming from Stacy's pubic region. She says that her vagina is haunted. She doesn't think it's that big of a deal. Steve, on the other hand, completely disagrees. When a living corpse climbs out of her during an awkward night of sex, Stacy learns that her vagina is actually a doorway to another world. She persuades Steve to climb inside of her to explore this strange new place. But once inside, Steve finds it difficult to return, especially once he meets an oddly attractive woman named Fig who lives within the lonely, haunted world between Stacy's legs. Okay, yeah. The synopsis, I don't know. That's Fig. That's Fig on the front. She was Stacy's childhood imaginary friend, but she lives inside her. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a bit of C.S. Lewis's wardrobe, a bit of the Lorax, a world inside. I mean, a whole world, like a whole like um, uh, parallel universe inside our girlfriend's womb. And rules of general, anatomical science do not apply here. There's an extra level of flexibility going on with Stacy where he can basically spelunk his way into this world, and he does that, and kind of explores a bit, comes back out, and then she wants him to go in again, and because she wants to know. He goes in a second time with like some equipment, a camera, this and that. He's going to document, and and he gets trapped in this world basically, which you're kind of torn on that because on one side of the coin, like there's something that happens that's absolutely hilarious, I guess, on some level that forces him to stay. Like he cannot leave because the exit has been taken away. His way out has been taken away because of what Stacy has done on the outside. She's had sex with another dude, become pregnant, and when she did, the womb is now, you're unable to exit the womb at this point. And so yeah, but then on another level he kind of falls in love with this character, and like later on it's told that um that's the reason that he doesn't leave. I mean, and it does say that eventually he kind of starts to fall in love with her, but like, I don't know. There was a bit of confusion on why he wouldn't leave, and there's also a bit of confusion on why I'm talking about this book, and there's a bit of confusion on why I took on this idea that I'm going to read a bunch of Carlton Mellick books. But I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, definitely just saying the damn title. I mean, vagina is not a bad word, good lord. But just saying the title and having this one sitting, out on the kitchen counter or something, while I'm, actively reading it, it's been kind of funny because my wife is an English professor, and some of the stuff I read, she cannot understand why in the fuck I'm reading it, and honestly, I don't know if I can understand it either. But these are short, and because of that, they're, like I said, it's nice to fit them in, like between longer books, between more difficult books. I've heard a lot of people talk about really enjoying Melick's style. What I will say is that, there's something he does here. Like, I've read some Bizarro stuff that is just out there. Like Bizarro, kind of like extreme horror. I've read some extreme horror stuff that is good, and some extreme horror stuff that you feel like it's just trying to push the boundaries. Like, it's just extreme for extreme's sake. That's kind of how I feel about some Bizarro stuff that I've read. But these kind of like don't feel that way. Like, once you get past how crazy, I mean, could go either way, right? How crazy or creative the idea is, like, you kind of settle into actually some pretty fine storytelling, I guess you would say. I don't know. I'm at 3 stars. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put this between Sweet Story on the bottom side and the Dairy Queen book on the top side. It's still my favorite. I've got a couple more of Mellick's that probably be getting into in January. I'm gonna try not to read another one before the end of the year. But yeah, so this is The Haunted Vagina, 3 stars. Carlton Mellick the third. I mean, if you're a horror reader, if you're a Bizarro reader, if you like reading shit that pushes the envelope, I mean, how could you? I mean, how can you say no? Again, these books are available on Amazon, but you cannot find Carlton Mellick books like for cheap. I mean, they're all like between like $10 and $15, which, at the end of the day, when you go out to buy, 3 or 4 of them, that kind of adds up fast. But yeah, so 3 stars, The Haunted Vagina, Carlton Mellick the third. This is Well Red Beard. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying all your books as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn